Hi, Ladybugs. I'm back with our book of the week. Are you ready to see it? Who knows what kind of animal this is? It's a giraffe, and the title of our book is Giraffes Can't Dance. Have you ever seen a giraffe dancing? Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off the tree. But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really, really bad. The warthogs were waltzing, and the rhinos rocked and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps did a little cha cha with a very Latin feel, and eight baboons then teamed up for the splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he looked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at that clumsy Gerald, the animal sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Uh-oh, they're not being nice, are they? Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to one spot. There, right? He thought, I'm useless. Oh, how I feel like such a klutz. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. And the moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed the little cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really wanted to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do some amazing things. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swinging round. He threw his legs out sideways and he swung them everywhere. And then he did a backward somersault and leaped up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing, cried Gerald. Then, one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him make quite an entrance. They shouted, It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and the stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. The end. That was a really good story. So I want to make sure you guys remember to go over your parts of the book with mom and dad. Remember the front, the back, the spine. Tell them what the author does and what the illustrator does. And I'll see you next week. Bye, ladybugs.